Hello, my beautiful Virgos. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive in right away. This is going to be your mid-monthly. If you're enjoying these ones and would like to see more, don't forget to give some love and hit subscribe. I see an extremely clean cup, which is beautiful, and there is a tears of joy coming forward. This is something outside of your comfort zone, so you might have to reach out here, and then you will receive the good news. The tears of joy really is a term. It's not exactly, it doesn't mean that you're going to cry when you receive this news, because that kind of things usually depend on what kind of reactions you do usually have to the things suddenly coming into your life, because some people can cry, but some people can actually laugh, be happy, and celebrate. Okay, this is a personal thing. I see here 1, 2, 3 different good news coming forward. They're also outside of your comfort zone, but now in this thing, I'm thinking there are 3 good news inside, and then you're gonna deliver 3 things. And today, I have daily meditations. I do Deepak Chopra's meditations daily, and he said, "Today I give that I would like to receive." That was the mantra. So I feel like here, this is about you giving something to the ones those are in need that you would like to receive. And this doesn't have to be, for example, maybe you want to receive an offer, large amounts of money, or maybe a help with a situation or referral. But in your head, you have something very specific to you as a skill. Okay, maybe you know an extra language and somebody wants to learn that, and or maybe you have like, for example, I have a knitting channel now. I'm a knitter, and somebody needs a hat or a glove or something, and maybe you're going to make that for them. Like, whatever your skill set is, you want to receive help, not specifically exactly what you want to receive, that somebody else needs that as well. So according to the needs. And it seems like here, when you give, you will receive not only 3. I see 1, 2, 3. You're giving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 here. Okay, extra more. Another thing I see here is a slight implication of an evil eye. Evil eye can symbolize maybe you have many eyes on you. Some of you might be doing a work that requires many eyes being on you. Maybe you're, another example come to me. This is very specific, I know. Maybe you're doing sports, and in the gym you're recording yourself, and that's actually, you're putting that on there. That requires a lot of eye on you, which can create this energy field, can cause you to feel tired. The best way to get rid of it is grounding, meditation, and like water. The grounding can be stepping on earth, stepping on water, and like maybe while you're stepping on the earth and touching the tree. Another thing is like prayers are extremely powerful. The prayers in certain languages are powerful, so you can choose those ones. And but nature is the best grounder basically here for you. It's not really like a raised eye, which can be really hurtful. This one is slightly, so it is there or not. This can cause you to feel a little tired. I see here 2 cats. Actually, they have a gateway in between. Cat is the feminine energy. It's a calm energy, and also it's the resting energy. Okay, and 2 cats can be 2 minds. 2 minds, maybe with a lot of chatter, Virgo. This can be your mind and connecting with another mind. And the thing is, the inspiration is going to come forward when you do something creative, a creative act. Okay, I see a letter M here, kind of slightly, and there's a unicorn. Unicorn can be symbolizing your unique sides, okay, that you need to put into this work. And the M, as in Mary or Matthew, Amanda, Meredith, I think that's a stone, a crystal. And this can be another person who has the cat's energy again, the creative side to them. So when you come together, the gateways are going to open, the new pathways, new ideas are going to flow when you guys are both in flow. Not you are always in maybe tense or thinking about coming up with an idea, rather than having fun is going to be the pathway for you. Okay, And I have here, there's a boat. There's a baby smiling on there. Boat is actually sailing from choppy waters to the calmer shores. Baby can be a new idea, can be a new baby coming into your life, can be also someone with a baby mind, a new mind, and they're helping you to sail from choppy waters to the calmer shores. And this thing actually reminded me. I'm gonna link it in the description box. I have a knitting channel I mentioned, and I started recording this kind of fun videos, and they usually are coming in flow. For example, yesterday I couldn't post because my sister, she needed help. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna make a little story with that, and I posted that as a short. So like, she's a ceramic artist. She needed help yesterday. So like, those kind of little things, even though they're small, they can be actually giving you more and more inspiration. Okay, if somebody is needing help, asking you to give them a hand, that can be your guidance. That can be the thing that will lead you towards the thing you desire. Okay, I see there are phone lines forming here. There's a fire hydrant. When I get closer, kind of looks like a man with like a heavy on top. And it seems like he has something juggling in his hand. And this can be a water sign. A fire hydrant can be a King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, or maybe a Scorpio. This person is juggling multiple things in his hand, and he has under three different people watching them. Two of them are horses. Horses indicate wish fulfillment. Okay, so this person has a wish, a desire. This can be your masculine side as well, or someone in your life. Maybe you're one of the people watching that, and the two others are going to be the approving ones of his desire. And he's juggling, presenting something, showing you something, and there's a white paper behind you. So this can be also maybe you purchasing something, or receiving a presentation from someone who has information for you or a product for you. This doesn't really symbolize you jumping into it right away and giving everything that they need, they ask for. This can be something considering the things different to you and listening to them, giving them like an open ear, and maybe let them speak to you for a second rather than passing them. We only watch the things that are actually close to our heart. If something is actually making us uncomfortable, we pass it. But this time, I don't feel like this is going to be uncomfortable. This is going to be something fun, but it will have another underlying meaning in it as well. This can even be an offer, like I mentioned here, offer, idea, presentation coming to you. Maybe you are always, because there's some jobs that's what people do all day long. They do testing things and stuff, and one of them can be actually has that real gem you need in there. Because under this, I see a big crowd here. Again, I'm gonna go with the example. I don't know if I ever mentioned in your readings the scrub daddy. Okay, when you watch the Shark Tank, when this guy represents scrub daddy, which is a sponge, which is hard when it's wet, it's dry, and gets softer when it's wet, and it's really good. So this guy presents it, everyone makes fun of him. And this lady says, you know what, I don't need any of your investments. This is the gem, and I'm going to invest in that. And I read somewhere it's like maybe worth almost $100 million today. And she only took like 10% of his company. So there is something coming in front of you. This might have like a big potential. Okay, with the right strategy, right structure. She didn't take 50% of the guy, because that would break his spirit. And when you break someone's spirit, they cannot perform in their full power. And he couldn't have been this successful. So the thing is here, this requires a lot of strategy, thinking, planning, and Virgo, which you are really organized. And I feel like that organization power can actually help you to make the right decisions in the situation. I know this is very specific. This actually sounds like only to applies to trade, but this can be for some of you, for it can be school, for some of you it can be friendships, partnerships, maybe even love. Somebody's coming to you, presenting you something, and if you're like skipping all the time, this can be like skipping of something of a lifetime also. Okay, pay close attention. We have number 8 here slightly hidden under this soil. So number 8 indicates material satisfaction. There might be the seeds of hard, like good earning or giving and receiving. Material satisfaction can be coming to you. Being on the watch is like important. And other things I see here, an ant is crawling under and making their home, basically the ant's hole, ant's nest. So it seems like you already have done the halfway. The work is halfway done. And you are basically, I don't know if you guys read the book Think and Grow Rich. In the first story, right away, what you read is this guy, I think not maybe the first or the second, okay, 3 feet from gold. This guy starts digging in a gold mine, and he digs for months and he doesn't come up with anything, and he doesn't have the finances to continue. So he sells his equipment to a farmer, and farmer digs 3 feet longer, and then he strikes the gold. Okay, so this is maybe for some of you for this time. This doesn't mean that everything that doesn't work for you, you have to continue, keep going after them forever. Okay, this seems like here though, you have something in this timeline in your hand, something like on the brink of revelation, okay, on the brink of reaching to your goal. So this might require you to dig a little bit more, go a little further. This can be maybe you're looking for a certain specific job. The university, I keep thinking university coming to my mind. I don't know why. For some of you, maybe this is in a university town. This can be a place called university, or maybe like something regarding education that you're giving up right now, or maybe you want to learn something but you don't think it's going to get you anywhere. This can be your sign here, okay? Because the more you know, the better you know, the better you do. That's a Maya Angelou quote. She actually talks about her experiences with that, but I feel like in your case here, there is an information out there for you, and there are like 3 different chunks of money showing up. One of them is led by a person right there. This person has kind of like a claw here. The claw, the crab, the Cancer has the claw. So this can be a water sign, Cancer here, into it, but just you need to go a little further into the cave here. I see the crowd keeps continuing. Another cat here with a helmet. So if you're thinking your investments are like, if you're being calm and you're focusing on the creative ideas and going after them, it's not going to be useful. The cat is wearing a helmet right there. So it seems like, or maybe it is a weakness. You need to do something strong or powerful, impactful. The cat is wearing a helmet symbolizes that that's going to be impactful and powerful, and also something that will protect you as well. Okay, your mind, your future, maybe your inspirations when you follow that creative insights coming to you. I'm going to dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question and desire and intention, hold it in your mind. Your energy field is perfectly intact. Golden goose egg. Initially, maybe this can be a mountain for some of you that you're climbing to the top. You see the timeline wise, this is the mid-April time, but the timeline wise can be a little further down from April, the halfway, maybe a little longer, 15 days, 15 weeks. You're on top of it though. You're climbing on top of it, and this is a golden goose. So like I said, you are close to the victory here. There are 2 different desires coming forward. One of them is, the second one is coming faster. Maybe the second thing that you want that you're not really attached to it too much, so it comes much faster. And there are certain things when you achieve success, victory, there are certain things that you're giving away. I'm going to go with the example of the university here. I know not everybody's in university, but the thing is, like there's the giving away something. If this is money, maybe you're gifting some. If this is like, for example, an education institution that you're stepping into, becoming a teacher, professor, or becoming a student, this can indicate maybe in the future you're helping people, teaching people, and giving them knowledge that they will actually, their life will be elevated with that as well. It can be something like that. I don't know why I keep thinking of those kind of institutions early in the morning. Maybe they're calling me. I love studying. I love learning new things. It's like my thing. by the way. Yeah, the second thing is coming faster. The less attached you are, the easier and faster you will receive. I have here a male figure, kind of looks like, again, with like the moon, the crescent moon, which has a face. Moon represents Cancer also. Some of you definitely have something to do with the Cancer, but this Cancer is not someone fully present in your life. They're dipping in and out of your life, so there's an issue that is being handled there too. Let's get to your tarot now. We're going to be looking into the blessings coming your way. If you have a specific desire, intention, it's good to focus on that. And let's see what's happening with your current situation and what's blocking. Okay, King of Wands energy is fire, passion. You're walking towards, actually, this is your current situation. If you're not in doing a passionate work, you're going to step into it. King of Wands can also be an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius who is doing something passionate and pulling you in there. Okay, but there's a lot of passion, innovation, and newness, new beginnings are coming ahead. Okay. What's blocking internal? Two of Cups. Soulmate energy. Okay. Connecting from heart. Maybe you have been hurt in the past. That's why you're not really connecting through your heart. Or this is soulmate energy, but also maybe soul's desire, heart's true desire that you're not connecting, you're avoiding from. Maybe you are going after other people's desires. That can be a thing too. Because we truly do not question what we like. We accept whatever is given to us, whatever is on TV that we need. For example, cars. I know nothing about them, but certain generations, certain age group says, okay, they want to get like for certain Italian brand cars because they are advertised. Everybody has it. Everybody who has money has it, so I should. But we don't know anything about them. And like they're not really sturdy. I feel like if I'm using a product, for example, but I am older, that needs to really specify, like satisfy my needs first, not the look. It can look like a trash can, but if it's good, sturdy, fast, and it doesn't ever broke down, I don't care. But a younger generation usually looks at those kind of things and they skip their heart's desire, their true intentions. And I'm not saying you're a younger generation, but we have been fooled, and you might still have some sort of like structures in your mind that is actually becoming an internal block to you to reach to your heart's desire, your heart's true desire. Okay, this can be coming up here for you. We're going to get the clarifiers as well. And what's the externally blocking you? We have Temperance here. So this might be the time of a waiting period or a pause, a reflection here. Temperance is a time of having peaceful moment, relaxing. Also, let's see, Temperance is Sagittarius energy. This is the storm. This is a calm before the storm. So this is the time that's passing right now. We have Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara, which is a Buddhist bodhisattva. She's from India. This is about balance and meditation, being mutable, recognizing when to change times and when to change the situation itself. Okay? So approaching things with harmony, purpose, and good influence. This is if you are at a pause moment and if the things are not really going as fast as you want to be, this is actually the time of contemplation, meditation, and knowing that this too shall pass. Okay? Outside circumstances will change too. Solution to that is Ace of Wands, going on a new adventure. If you want to experience adventures, take initiative, step into the unknown, experience with the fire, with the passion inside of you, the things that make you happy, make you feel excited. Just go after them, follow them, and do something. Okay? Do one of those. It doesn't have to be massively big. It doesn't mean just investing in a big thing right away. It can be the smallest thing, that the ice cream that you love to have, going out there and just eating that. That can be also on the path. You might get inspired or see someone, talk someone. We have right here the magic brush. This is actually from Chinese folktale. This represents inspiration, sudden creative forces coming to you, excitement, creativity. There's going to be a new beginning. And when you follow that spark and inspiration, that will be your healing in this situation. Okay. Final outcome is Two of Swords. You might actually put in a situation to make a decision in that case, or you might receive couple offers, different options. And let's see. When you do, you have Three of Coins. Three of Coins is actually teamwork makes the dream work. Choosing, this can be an idea of what to choose. Not being alone, but also being together with the people like-minded can actually get you to your final outcome, final successful moment. And the Magician also expresses that you're going to be, when you choose a team, when you choose support, you will become like you will create the world that you want to. Okay, this is going to bring all the resources that you need into your life so you can create magic. Let's see the clarifiers. Your current situation, we have a good gentleman. King of Wands can be a good wealthy and gentleman. We have Lion next to him, can be a Leo because King of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and this person can be helping you along the way of this journey here. We also have a Tower. Okay, let me tell you, Two of Cups, you close your heart to the newness, to your heart's desire maybe, because you're thinking you're safer inside, but maybe you're locking yourself inside of like this building or this structure in your mind, in your heart, and that is not really protecting you, not only protecting you but also trapping you. Okay, you might have to start coming out of that one step at a time. It doesn't mean just, this doesn't mean change your life entirely. What that happens is destruction, because our minds are not designed for sudden interruptive massive changes. Even though it's something good, it can sabotage us. So stepping outside of that circle one step at a time, one little bit at a time, can actually get you in the long run to a massive distances. Okay, with the Temperance, we have a good Dom. This is actually a good women. So Temperance can be a Sagittarius lady here. Maybe she is being patient, calm, calculating every step along the way, and that's why you are not feeling confident. And inside, you're hesitant to come outside, and this person being cautious as well can be causing you to stay where you are at this moment, not take action. But when you take your passion, follow that. We have gifts coming to you. This is a Christmas tree we have with the candles are burning, eyes are watching, you're being watched, protected. Cat again right there. We have a zebra here. Zebra is a good disguiser. So it seems like not only you're going to take care of some things, it's going to be doing very smoothly. You're going to take care of business here. Okay, it's not going to be like flashy, or you're going to follow your passion, but you're going to do it in your own timeline, in your own way, in your own pace. Okay, final outcome, we have a good, again we have good gentleman right there. He has I forgot the name of gecko. No, it's not the gecko. What's the one that changes colors? Chameleon. Using castle, chilling, and I feel like this is your masculine energy. You're taking that small actions will carry you to the where you want to be. And I also see here you are going to find something to occupy yourself, not in the negative sense, but in the sense of what your heart is desiring. That occupation will bring maybe 3 people together, or 3 people are going to come forward and they're going to do that good labor, not in the like labor sense, in the heavy sense, but maybe mental labor to get you where you need to be in the Magician position. And we have his thoughts here. We can take this as your my thoughts as well. We have here black and white thinking pattern. And maybe there are some times, I'm going to go with 2 different meanings here. You need to think black and white, right and wrong, true or false. Sometimes we need to think in all colors of the rainbow, and there are many options. Okay, so I feel like the Magician energy requires for you to be here have strict lines. Okay, when you're getting good vibes from someone, that's a yes. When you're getting bad vibes from a situation, that's a no. And that will help you create that Magician energy and manifest your heart's desire. Let's get to your oracle now. Let's see where you at this moment, what's blocking you, and what's the outcome of the healing. We have fear blocking you. This is very clear. Okay, maybe you're fearful because this is something extreme. Everything is new. Fire energy is new. We have temperance. Even the calmest card is new. Okay, there's something new coming into your life. There's a decision-making moment, and that can cause this crippling fear, and that can be blocking you at the moment. And we have the healing will come forth through true love. True love, as you can see, she's looking at the mirror first, okay? Because the world reflects your feelings, your thoughts, your desires, your words. And it seems like you're going to start healing this fear when you look into your eyes, look into yourself, and start giving that love that you want from the universe to yourself first, because that will be reflected, okay? Final outcome is letting go of the control, surrender. When you surrender to the reality or the flow of life, you will be guided, inspired. You will be able to take steps towards the things you want to happen in a joyful manner. And this is all energy, by the way, guys. These are all energy cards. That will get you where you need to be faster. There's a term that, there's a little conversation I heard from Joe Dispenza. What he says is, okay, there is a way of buying a home. You can go get a loan for 30 years and pay that for 30 years and go buy that home in 30 years. But if you go down into your meditation, that meditation is actually our inner power, our divine connection to the creator. That can be a prayer for you. And when you're during that, and when you come out of there, there's going to be an inspiration coming to you. When you follow those inspirations one day at a time, eventually, not in 30 years, but in a shorter period of time, you will get to what you desire to receive. Okay? So this was my experience. This has been my experience for the last 3 years because I have been meditating for the last 3 years. So if that's the case, you can maybe give it a try. If you're open to it, why not? Let's see, what are you activating in your life? I ask for the best guidance for my beautiful Virgos through unconditional love. Thank you. We have a miracle. That's what you're activating. The frequency of miracles supports our belief in ourselves as a part of source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible, which is the most powerful belief that you can have. When you believe that you receive your desires so easily, they come easily. That's like that's one of the universal laws as well. Let's get to what you should create more of, or this can be also what you should be focusing on during this time. We have a zodiac sign card coming. Leo. Guys, some of you are manifesting a Leo, by the way. I feel the Leo and the fire energy here. This can be love because Two of Cups come forward. Maybe you're not really accepting it at this moment because you don't want a new love. But this is going to true love we have. This is going to have a true love energy. This is going to have a different energy this timeline, okay? The energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, and passionate. It focuses on the importance of self-belief. The more you love yourself, the more you will receive love. Finally, we have your angelic assistance right there. Which angel wants to support you? Let's see. If it comes to Archangel Metatron, I don't know what to do because, okay, you didn't get that one. Like 2 different signs got already. We have the forgiveness with the Archangel Jophiel. There's the string crystal. I think it's a string crystal, which is the string crystal is the money and wealth, abundance, and resources coming to you. There's a forgiveness happening here. The Archangel Jophiel. This can be for maybe the sun, by the way, represents Leo as well. Maybe you're activating that Leo within you, that leader takes charge of the situation and cultivating more courage into your life, okay? And let's see what the forgiveness has here for you. She's the holy liberator. When you draw this card, Jophiel asks you to release the negative feelings of the past, to let go of the substance of the pain that stops you from living a life of unlimited joy and love. Forgiveness doesn't mean you accept inappropriate behavior towards yourself. It means that you no longer are prepared to carry the pain of reaction within you. There's a lady called Joyce. She's a sermon, or she's like, she has this talks. She has Joyce something. She's this beautiful talks about forgiveness and letting go and like releasing someone, how that can affect you. Forgiveness doesn't mean letting something go and allow it to come back again and do the same thing, happen the same thing. Forgiveness is actually forgiving yourself because you accepted that. Okay? Not most, because that's the thing, that structure, that stone within you starts to crumble when you start forgiving yourself first and then the others and then moving on to the next adventure. But it doesn't mean that, okay, I forgave you, come back and do the same thing again. No. It means that you no longer are prepared to carry the pain of the reaction within you. When we hold unforgiveness in our hearts, we may be stabbed by bitterness. Let Raphael take this burden from you by chanting Ha 3 times. Your heart chakra will feel changed and livened. Okay, this also, if you follow Sonia Choquette, she has this kind of like ha, she says, like she makes it in her videos. That's also an opener of heart chakra. You can try that. And yeah. All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed your reading. If you do, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I wish you all a magical day. Bye.